All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Succession League Day 2, the final day. I am joined by Mini Hannibal 65.
Yo, 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 but you can just call me Minnie, it's easier.
Mini, awesome. I love it. I just want to thank everybody for the raid just now. I saw Maltese sending it in some people, got a bunch of people following. This is a 5 minute delay, so that happened 5 minutes ago, but still, I want to acknowledge it and thank you guys. And welcome aboard. This is going to be a lot of fun. Now, Mini, you were playing
Yeah,
yesterday, correct?
I was playing for PN for some of the games because I'm on the list as a sub, but was covering in for some of our main players being absent yesterday. That'll be there today.
Ah, okay. And if you don't mind me asking, what was your experience
I mean,
in playing yesterday?
comparing it to being a streamer, because normally I'm streaming King of the Sea, I did appreciate how fast it was moving. Like,
Hmm.
this tournament moved at a really nice clip. It didn't feel like, sometimes there was a, couple minute to 5 minute delay from the scheduled start time,
Mm-hmm.
but it felt like it was moving on a quick pace. And I did like the challenge and the different comps we were seeing, because there was a lot of different comps and ship setups that we were seeing because of the choices you had to make with only having 3 tier 10s and one battleship.
Oh,
So it
yeah.
did make it exciting.
Yeah, that's something that I really did enjoy. We're starting the stream just a little bit early to get things figured out. And yeah, like I thought it was really cool. Tech tree only, a
Hmm.
maximum of 3 tier 10 ships. So that means you'll probably have 3 tier 10s and 4 tier 9s. Um, no Petropavlovsk because F that noise. And and then what else? No carriers, one battleship, and only 2 destroyers. And what that does is it forces you to bring 4 cruisers, which I'm really excited about because cruisers competitively are typically relegated to like a support role or in the back. And I think, as somebody who enjoys playing cruisers, we really see them kind of come to the forefront. And good cruiser play and
Oh
good
yeah.
cruiser positioning is going to win you battles.
And it's also brought out some of those cruisers that you weren't seeing as much as King of the Sea. Woosters were showing up a lot more than you see in King of the Sea because of the fact that you have those limitations.
Wait,
Um,
Woosters?
yeah, Woosters. I saw several Woosters.
Really? I didn't. We didn't see a single Wooster
Oh,
yesterday.
yeah. Well, I saw Woosters, but
That's interesting.
yeah, I
Okay.
mean Woosters, Goliaths. Goliaths you see in King of the Sea, but a
Hmm.
lot of Woosters, Goliaths, Brindizis, Rigas, Donskoys. It was, you're getting a lot more variety, which I really like because it makes teams think and it doesn't shift into necessarily one defined meta.
That's right. And we also saw Hindenburg, a Rune. So yeah, you're right. There's definitely a Neptune, and definitely a lot of variety. Because one of the other rules I forgot to mention is you cannot take duplicates of a ship. So you can only take a max of one of each type of ship, and that's it. So you're not
That
gonna have
is
a double Venezia off on the flank or something. It's huge.
that is true. You are not, and that does make a big difference. That does make a big difference
Oh yeah.
in what's happening to have those. I mean, even the DD comps, there were so many different DDs we were seeing. It was very nice.
I saw Shima, I saw Gearing, I saw Yu Yang.
We saw
Sets.
S Triple C bought a Chungmu.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, and then Fletcher's Mogadors were
Mhm.
also showing up on some of the maps.
Remember, it's tech tree only, so no premium ships like Benham, because that's totally balanced,
Yeah.
and Black, because that's also totally balanced.
Nustra Shimmy.
Totally
Don't
balanced.
forget. Yeah. I do think it makes it really challenging because so many of those ships we're used to seeing in King of the Sea, you think about our tech tree.
Mhm.
Just looking at them like Moskvas, Salem's. I mean, Petro's obviously not tech tree, or is tech tree, but it's banned.
Mhm.
Even the battleships like Ohio, you can't take. Thunderer, you can't take. There's so many ships. Alaska's that you can't take, and it makes them play different styles, which I love to see.
Stalingrad and Moskva are both out, which is cool because you can't do the whole bow tank. We saw people take the Riga and try to play it like it's a Stalingrad or a Moskva yesterday with disastrous results. So
Yeah, because you can't. It doesn't have the armor at the front to bow tank like it needs to. And
exactly.
successful start this time finally.
Oh, good. Okay, so Mini
Yeah.
Hannibal is going to be you're going to be live in 5, right? Or are you live now?
I think I'm live now. Yeah, I'm live now, though. They're going to be hearing this 5 minutes from now. So,
Sounds
yeah.
good. Sounds good. So, you guys can definitely check out Mini Hannibal's channel as well. Toss him a follow, all that good stuff. He and I are both going to be in the battles covering the game from maybe the same angle or slightly different angle. But, I'm excited to see how this is going to go down. I'm sorry, just responding to somebody in chat real quick there. But yeah,
No
so this
worries,
is.
no worries.
This is gonna be good. And what Mini Hannibal, the reason why he didn't start at the same time as us is because he's an affiliate right now, and affiliates get encoding rights if there aren't enough partners already that are like taking away encoding rights and stuff like that. So Twitch partners get priority to encode at different resolutions. So like for example, I stream at 1080p, and you've got the ability to click the drop down and change to 720p, 480, 360.
Yep.
Um, and that's default automatic for me as a partner. Affiliates, however, may or may not get that. So I lived that struggle, man, for a couple of years. I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
that. I feel that. I did not know though that you could stop and restart again. I never thought of that before.
Yeah. It's a fun time. You just hammer, the stop and the restarts until you get it. So for GP and I, when we would cast King of the Sea, we'd start an hour early to make sure. And if we had time to play some random battles, sweet. But if not, because we were trying to get the encoding, so be
Mm-hmm.
it.
Gotcha. So let me ask you this, Minnie. What was one of your favorite moments from yesterday as a player?
Well, this was my first time actually playing, so, and I'm sure I'm about to get boozed for this, but when I play clan battles, I've typically shot called up until I joined PN, because PN obviously has scheduled shot callers, but in all of my prior clans, I was shot caller, and I would play the CV because I find it easiest to shot call in CV because you have the eye in the sky. So playing a surface ship in competition felt different, but it felt good. I was playing a Venezia a lot of the time, so it was fun sitting there using the range and just, I mean, Venezia is one of my favorite cruisers all time, just
Mm-hmm.
because it's so satisfying with sap to use. So it was really different to feel the experience from a surface ship perspective.
Okay.
And then managing to torp out Des Moines in the center. Oh, what was the first map we played? Let me go look at what the maps are. I think it was Okinawa. Torping out a
Yeah.
destroyer in the center, or Des Moines in the center kappas going down was satisfying.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
We got to witness a Des Moines back away from a Yamato that was going through the channel at B, and then decide F it and hit the W key. Um, did not end well for that Des Moines, but he almost nailed the enemy Des Moines that was behind the Yamato and trailing. So that would have been an interesting trade, but alas, it did not work out in his favor.
hmm Now, I do actually have a question for you. Did you have
Ooh.
Succession 100 in any of your matches as like a spectator?
No.
Okay, because in every one of the matches we had, there was a guy there was a press account called Succession 100 that they were telling us was a VIP, and we got no more information. So, was wondering if you guys had anything similar.
I guess we'll have to be on lookout for that person today.
Yeah.
Also, I want to touch on something from yesterday at the end. Um, there was a lot of confusion towards the end about it. We had a three-way tie in Group 4, right? We had Taco,
Yeah.
Salsa, and No Cap. And you guys can see Taco won that tie. Now, the reason why they won the tie is what the adjudicators, admins, whatever you want to call these guys that run this whole tournament, what they did was they took the top score, or the final scores of each team at the end of the match. So, for example, Taco versus Salsa. Salsa won with 996 points. Taco won with 900, or Taco lost with 912. In the second game, Taco versus No Cap, Taco won with 988 versus No Cap 748. And then in the third battle, No Cap versus Salsa, No Cap won with 962 versus Tulsa's 190. This is all in the announcements SL channel on the Discord. What that results in, Taco having 1,900 points, No Cap having 1,710 total points, and Salsa running up the bottom with 1,186 total points. And that's the reason you see Taco playing today against 007.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, first off, I don't, as I told the mods, I don't fault them. I mean, the odds you have a three-way tie in a single group of 6 teams where it's a 1-to-1 record against the other teams in the tie. I mean, my goodness, you don't expect that. I do like the way they came up with. My other suggestion was point differential. Like, instead of going with, okay, here's the total number of points you scored, you reward the teams with the better point differential. Like, if team A beats team B by 200 points but loses to team C by 400 points, they have a point differential of negative 200. So you encourage teams to try to dominate their game, not just point it out and win by a little bit, but actually try to dominate the game, maybe go for a little riskier plays. But I think either way you do it works. And I think, from what I understand, the reason they did the way they did is because Taco had won the head-to-head between Salsa and what was the other one that was in that group? Or no, Salsa was going to be last no matter what.
Yeah.
And so since Taco had the head-to-head over No Cap, they wanted to send Taco through, is what they said in the feedback channel, which I can't fault them for when you have one team that's clearly third out of the 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I mean that's fine. Like I felt it was important just to highlight what happened yesterday at the end, so that everybody is able to understand kind of where people are coming from and how everything is working. So that's the reason you see Taco here. And I've heard Taco is a sub-clan of Buenos Noches. So
yep, they are.
That's also an interesting thought, because if Buenos Noches defeats your clan PN and Taco defeats 007, then we'll have a repeat from, I believe it was the last King of the Sea, where we had the Buenos Noches Civil War, which was really fun to cast. Really fun to cast. Oh, yeah. So, no offense, Minnie, but I hope your clan loses, and I hope 007 loses, because I want to get a rematch of that Civil War, because that would be hella fun.
Interesting thing, just to break in, I'm watching the playoffs conversation in the King of the Sea Discord, and Fuzzballs has said, ready for map bans, just so you know, we currently might not get 7 players. So...
What?
Yeah, that's basically where I am. And also, 07 has banned Northern Lights as their first choice on map, which I don't fault. I think Northern Lights is the most annoying map to try to play.
Of course. Yep. So, guys, bans are coming in. Remember, this is a 5-minute delay, so you'll see that coming in a little bit later. One of the things, just for my viewers to understand, is that I will run ad breaks of only 30 seconds for pre-roll, so that people can come in and not watch an ad and they can get right to the battle, okay? I'll be doing that when the battle drops. Remember, it's a 5-minute delay, so what that means is you won't be missing any coverage at all, okay? So I just want you guys to be aware of that. That's kind of your warning. 5 minutes, set the clock, go to the bathroom, do what you need to do. That's perfectly fine. And it looks like SCCC has responded with banning Faultline.
Which means, so SCCC has banned Faultline, which means that, from what I understand, and I could be reading this wrong, oh, nope, okay. So I know they had talked about the order was going to be alphabetical, but I don't know if it is officially alphabetical, Hotspot, Ocean, Okinawa, and they're just picking spawns, or if they're picking the order now. So we'll have to keep an eye out on that.
Yeah, if it was alphabetical, they would just drop in the map now. So I'm interested to see how they go about doing this.
Yeah, and is this just an Alpha Bravo pick? So we'll see.
Right, and just a heads up, guys, this is a best of 3. All matches today are best of 3. And we haven't talked about it just yet, but what I'm really excited about is we are covering 07 versus SCCC, which is a grudge match, a repeat match from King of the Sea Finals. I believe it was the last King of the Sea, or maybe it was the one before that. They all blend together in my head after casting so many of them. But nonetheless, both teams are going to come out swinging. in this series. As soon as
Yeah.
I saw it was O7 versus SCCC yesterday, I was streaming. I was streaming as they put this up. I said, "I'm taking this now before anybody else can take it." And I threw my name down, and I threw Minnie's name down, and I just said,
And
"Hey,
it, this is going to be a phenomenal series. Like,
yes,
this is going to be a phenomenal series here between, like, I mean, between the number of times, what is this? The third tournament in a row that they've ended up playing each other at some point?
yes." And the interesting
Yeah.
thing is, it's not the finals. So one of them is going to
Yeah.
get knocked out early. Another reason why I wanted to grab this match. I commented yesterday. I was trying to find teams that may or may not continue to the final day, but lesser known teams, and that's on
Yeah.
purpose, right? Because on the first day, I want to get those people coverage. I want to get those people feedback and be able to hear themselves and hear me casting what they're doing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's one of the coolest experiences when you're a player and you're hearing somebody talking about what you're doing, whether it be positive or negative. It really doesn't matter. So
Yeah.
to me that's part of the excitement. But seeing that one of these two teams is going to be knocked off immediately, we got to go cover them, right?
By the way, the first map pick is in. It's going to be Ocean, and SCCC is taking the spawn, and they want the North spawn. And their words, quote unquote, North, we're DOMs, not subs. So make of that what you will. But you can see the
SCCC,
banter's already
Doms,
starting.
not subs, apparently. All right. You heard it here the first time and probably not the last. All right, moving on. Whoa.
I love good trash talk. You get. Hotspot will be the second map that's just come in. We'll see which spawn O7 wants to take on Hotspot, which means
Right.
that Okinawa will end up being the deciding match if we get to that. But I
That's
do
right.
love the fact that teams are actually pushing towards Ocean. Honestly, Zap, I think that might be my favorite thing, is that this map, which is all about pure skill,
Right?
is in the tournament because there's no islands to hide behind. There's nothing. It's you, it's the enemy on the most historically realistic map, and you've got to have the better plan and the better skill to win
Right.
this thing. You're not.
Right. Real quick, guys, as we go through here, I'm just gonna tell you a little bit about the other teams. So we've got Boggs versus XPN, and you can see that over on Ducky Shot and the Chatta Hooligans channel. And then there's 007 versus Taco. That's going to be Armady and Time to Metal and Nab LV's channels. I believe Time to Metal and Nab are Latino speakers, so you'll hear that in, I don't know if it's Spanish or Portuguese. I apologize for not knowing, but you'll hear it in that other language. And then for Buenos Noches versus PN, Penetration Nation, it's going to be Overlord Bo and your SAT score casting those games.
Indeed.
When we're done with this match, we are going to move to Semi 2. So we're going to go to the bottom bracket and see who wins Match 1.3 and Match 1.4. And then from there, we'll all move to the finals, except for Ducky and Chatta. Ducky and Chatta are going to handle the third place match.
Yeah. And as a quick reminder, I know Zath, I believe you are as well, but don't forget throughout the streams we will be running giveaways, so make sure you get in on that. Chance to win some fun stuff in World of Warships. Am I right, Zath?
Damn right, damn right. And I need to just call out my awesome moderator team right now. We've got both Puddin597 and Kadu that are taking care of giveaways on my end. On my channel, you can win subscriber camouflage codes, and you can win CC containers courtesy of Wargaming. And Hannibal, what are you giving away?
Well, I am not a CC
Right.
yet. Fingers crossed. Hopefully that changes soon. Keep getting that viewership and such. But we'll be giving away some doubloon packages anywhere between 500 and 2,500 throughout the games this afternoon. So it'll be a fun little time.
Mm-hmm. I think it'll be great. Okay, looks like there's a ping on the Discord. Let's see what's going on.
Up to a 30-minute delay was the ping I saw, so we may have a little bit extra time here, but we'll see. Let's see if they've got the information in for the Succession League.
Okay.
Okay, so for Hotspot, Bravo spawn, South spawn will be 07. So they want to take the Bravo spawn, which means
Okay.
Okinawa, as we said, is the last map, and O7 will be the alpha spawn. So we now have
Okay.
everything settled. Ocean with SCCC on top, Hotspot with SCCC in the northern spawn, and Okinawa with O7 in the northern spawn if we get to that one.
Roger that.
And right now we're just waiting. Fuzzball says their 7th is going to be home in about 10 to 15 minutes. So we'll go from there. So let's look at see what's happening in the other maps and bans. So O7 Taco, they've banned Faultline and Hotspot. So Faultline's really not liked by teams so far, it looks like.
I wonder why.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's not like it's a rough map to try to play on or anything. Oh, wait. It is.
I think it's more just the lack of familiarity with with what you're looking at. I'm going to show you guys the table here, so you can kind of see what we looked at as streamers. So right, so we've got Northern Lights and Ocean. Wait, I'm sorry, you were talking about Bonks just now?
I had mentioned Bonks, but I mean, we can
Yeah.
talk O7 and
Well,
SCCC because I mean that's the one we are casting after all.
right. So the thing about Faultline is that it's a much more difficult map to play because, quite frankly, we're not used to playing tier 9 and 10 ships on a map that's designed for tiers, I think, what, 4 through 7 or is it 5 through 7?
Yep, something like that. Yeah.
So I mean, you know, as a result, it's a little. I think it's too much of a wild card, especially for a game like this. I think. Hold on a second.
And while you're trying to get the other thing I'm noticing with those maps is teams like to bring a Goliath and such as your tier 10 cruiser because Goliath is a very strong tier 10. But the problem is Goliath has no way to break detection on some of those smaller maps, which just leads to it getting burned down because Goliath loves to pop in, smash you with HE for 30 seconds to a minute, duck back out, heal back up, pop back in. And if you can't break detection in a Goliath, it doesn't matter if you've got that 20, 30,000 heal, you're just going to get burned to the ground.
Right. Right. So yeah, so I mean, it kind of makes sense. I think if. So to finish my thought, I apologize for cutting out like that. I just wanted to let chat know what's going on. And it seems like an error in communicating times. I think teams expected to be on starting at the same time as yesterday. And yesterday, we started an hour later. So that's my guess. It's a guess, guys. It's not 100% accurate here. But in any case, I think if O7 was playing a team that they didn't want to just absolutely destroy right at the beginning. Like, let's be real. They want to destroy SCCC, right? Like,
oh, no question. I think that's on both sides too. Is just the determination to win this one.
Mm-hmm. So if O7 was facing, say, Taco, maybe they wouldn't have banned Faultline, or maybe they still would have. I don't know. And that's not to say that Taco is a lesser team, but I think that there's definitely that feeling with O7 of we're gonna come out and we're gonna Hulk smash SCCC. So take that as you will. Oh, okay. So they're starting to put in the spawns in the spreadsheet as well, so we can see. So, so like you said, Bonks XPN. It's. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and with that, you got to remember. I mean, this is also a tune-up for King of the Sea because we should be hearing information about King of the Sea 13 probably fairly soon. You would expect to start seeing the sign-up information coming out. I would expect.
Oh yeah.
Based off of last year.
That's right. That's right.
If this is your chance at a tune-up against a strong team before the real big one, because I don't know. Do you know what the rewards are for this one?
Yes.
If there are any? Because I don't.
There are rewards for this.
Yeah.
I have to go to my other tab, and let's see. Go to information.
But while you're searching, even then, the rewards aren't going to be as big as King of the Sea. So you're looking for King of the Sea. You want to tune up for the one where you have, I think last year or in May the prize pool was 30,000. US dollars was up for grabs international, and it wouldn't surprise me if this year it keeps getting raised, but we'll see.
Right. Let's see. All right, there it is. So, first place, each player on the team wins a Tier 7 premium ship container. Second place, it's a Tier 6 premium ship container. Third place, a Tier 5 premium ship container. And then 4 through 8, they all get 25 for the win camouflages.
Not bad. Not bad prizes at all, especially for a startup tournament.
It's a startup. It's a 2-day event. So I mean, this isn't meant to be a huge slogfest by any means. This is meant to just kind of be a relax and have fun kind of a deal. And everyone, you can find this whole rule set here on the tournament link. So if you go to information and then rule set, it will tell you what you're looking at. Now, I do want to comment on the map picks for PN and Buenos Noches. So we've got Northern Lights, and they banned Ocean. So they're gonna do they're gonna do Hotspot, Fault Line, and then Okinawa. So
well,
that's interesting.
I'm confident in PN's ability as long as we don't forget a battleship again.
Yeah. Wait, what? What?
That may or may not have happened yesterday. We didn't ready up a battleship in one of our games.
And nobody noticed?
Not until we got into the game. Nope.
Did you at least take Battleship Hindenburg?
Nope.
Oh God.
Battleship Nevsky for the win. No.
Oh, oof.
That was the only game we lost yesterday.
Okay.
And we still almost won it, but yeah, there was a bit of stress there on the fact that we knew we had to. If we didn't beat SCCC, we weren't going through.
Right.
So.
Fair enough. And
yeah, that was a fun time.
I can imagine, right? All right.
Oh yeah.
So let's do this. Let's go back to our bracket.
By the way, the room is open if you want to hop in. It's under UCC.
Okay. Perfect. Some of you guys might have been hearing some noise in the background. I was just playing a co-op game. I'm not done with my dailies just yet.
And as a reminder to everyone, if you haven't yet, you can still pick up Trial Your Luck containers from the news, because I know a lot of people miss that. If you go to the news tab, there's a article from a couple days ago, double down on your daily rewards. You can pick up 3 Trial Your Luck containers today. Unfortunately, because there's only 2 days left, you cannot get the 9 Try Your Luck containers that would guarantee you a super container by getting through 9 missions. But you can still get 6 Try Your Luck containers between today and tomorrow, which, hey, I've already picked up 2 900 coal Try Your Luck containers from that out of my 6, so get yourself some extra coal.
Yep. I'm gonna also oh, cool, I get to thank myself. Cool, I just got myself a drop by watching my own channel. I love it. So I just also want to remind you guys too, go in the armory every day, go to submarines, even if you don't care to play the damn thing. Stop this out. Even if you don't care to play the damn things, go in there and collect the different bundles here, because if you don't get, and it's all free anyway, but if you don't get the sub, you get 100 coal. Now that's 300 coal per day for 5 total days, so you can do the math there. And then of course, if you've got clan bonuses and that sort of deal, that's even better.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff, and I mean, I personally have recommended, because I put out my recommendations on what you should be playing in ranked and such for people to give them a little help. If you can figure out the subs can smack the enemy team.
Yes.
If you figure out how to play them. So try those tier 6 subs out in ranked. Even if you're in silver, try those tier 8 subs out in ranked.
Mm-hmm.
You can get some good practice there. And plus, hey, free steal is free steal.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. Now, somebody in chat was asking about recommendations or popular battleships that we've been seeing. Aside from the absence of a battleship that you guys brought, what I've just had to put that in there. What I've seen so far is I've seen Yamato. I saw an Izuma, which is awesome. I saw Iowa. I've seen Montana, and of course I've seen both the Russians. Right, the Kremlin, which is, let's be real, a 10.5, and a Soyuz, which is probably a 9.5.
Yep, I've also seen a Columbo brought out. I forget who brought it, but I know I've seen a Columbo.
Okay, that makes sense. It's got the 360-degree turrets.
Yeah, the Columbo is just disgusting, especially with the fact that it can 20k Petros, and then you put a Riga that has less armor, and it just goes bye-bye
Mm-hmm.
really quickly.
Yep.
By the way, if you're looking for a fun time, I highly recommend trying secondary build Italian battleships, smoking up away 9 kilometers away from your opponent, and just watching your secondaries go burr on them is quite satisfying.
Oh, absolutely it is. Yes, and I love it. Kadu heard the torp sound from my co-op game. He says, "Are you doing your dailies again?" That's
Good
when you know me
old.
too well.
Yeah.
It's also because it's a rematch, right, of '07 versus
Yeah.
Triple C, and there's all that good stuff that goes along with it. I have decided to begin my day with the dirty water. Yum yum.
Yum. Let's see if there's any. Okay, so let's see. So for Bonks versus XPN, Fault Line Northern Lights have been uh banned. Okinawa is the first map, Hotspot's the second map, Ocean will be the third and deciding map if need be. For PN versus Buenos Noches, Hotspot first map, Fault Line second map, Okinawa third map.
Mm.
I'll have to keep an eye on that. No bans yet for 007 versus Taco, but we know that one was delayed already.
Yep. 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 So we do apologize for the delay, guys, but you know how it is when you think something is a certain time and it's not. You know, it's tough. So it is what it is. We'll get this going. If it's a 2-0 match, well, then the delay wasn't that big of a deal. If it goes to game 3, well, then it goes to game 3. Like, you know, we'll be here.
Yep. No. By the way, because I've seen it in my chat and your chat a couple times, Zath, because I've seen them asking, why can't we as spectators watch the games along with you? Why can't we go into spectator mode? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's fairly simple. Because this is done as an online tournament, it's not a local area network tournament. If you're watching, you can easily share information via Discord, TeamSpeak, etc. to a team just by spectating the game. So it's just simply a matter of that. Plus, I don't know if World of Warships code is set up to handle that many spectators.
So it can handle up to 20, and we did do 20 with the Verizon tournament recently. And I believe the last King of the Sea, we were up there with 20. I mean, it was to the point where we were literally at the international finals. We were competing over spectator slots, and it came down to viewer numbers. So, you know, the higher the number, the better chance that you're going to be pulled in and brought in for the international finals, which makes perfect sense. So you can do that. But I agree with you, Minnie, that I think the bigger deal is the fact that you could be watching and there's really no control necessarily over who you're talking to and what. For example, somebody in my chat just mentioned, and he'll see this, he'll hear this 5 minutes after he mentioned it in chat. But you know, why am I hiding? Why are we in a private channel on my Discord? And that's because we don't want any accusations of cheating here. This is 5 minute delayed. On purpose as well, but you know, I was kind of surprised. I thought they were going to have us go onto the King of the Sea Discord for voice, but they said you could go wherever. So all right.
And I'll say, as a person, like I said, because I'm on PN's actual roster as well, because I was playing for them yesterday, I went both to the tournament organizers and then I touched base with the teams that PN could face if they move on to say, hey, I just want to make sure you're okay with me casting these games because I'm scheduled to cast them with Zath, so that there's no accusations or any worry about that, because we do take our tournament integrity seriously.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, it would be nice because I know, like, I like watching Counter-Strike, and with Counter-Strike you can actually go in and watch the game from the in-game, like you can go into the Counter-Strike game and watch professional play from the actual game. But in this situation it's just not viable.
See chat. Quick note, we're now allowing the tier 10 Russian carrier Nakimov if you have one. JK. Alright, so we were told 10 to 15 minutes late, and it is now 15 minutes after we were supposed to start, and we still are missing one player.
One extra
Yeah.
for SCCC.
So, yeah. I guess I could have played another co-op.
Yeah, but it's one of those awkward. Like, I know somebody yesterday had trouble because they couldn't find the game and the game started before they got there. One of the other streamers. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Ooh.
better safe than sorry. Let's see, though. I'm gonna go peek in on Boo's channel, and I'll tell you how that first game's going as soon as it gets through the lovely ads. Which reminds me, let me run a quick 30-second ad so we're getting no pre-roll issues.
Yeah, I'm still gonna hold off on mine until we get started.
Actually, yeah, that's probably a better idea. Let's see. In Boo's channel, they have not started as of 5 minutes ago yet.
Yeah.
But who knows if that's going to change quickly. Who else is streaming that we can go peek on?
Well, the Buenos Noches... Oh, they're being asked to wait as well?
Are they just having everybody wait now?
I'm taking a
It
look...
wouldn't shock me if they're just saying, you know, let's delay everyone to 2:30 so that we all stay on the same time schedule.
Oh,
Because
no.
you can afford to do that.
Sorry, that's Time the Meadow responding about waiting, so... Because I think he's... Yeah, he's covering that game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I see somebody posted from SCCC at 2. People thought it was 12, so I'm assuming they mean 12 o'clock Western Coast, but it's...
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and apparently rule set said 2 p.m., announcement said 3 p.m., now it's 2 again. So, there apparently was some issues here with proper clarification.
That happens, guys. I apologize. I mean, there's not much else that we can do.
Yeah.
So, I'll just have my mods run a giveaway. Why not? What else are we doing?
Yeah. And apparently, yeah. I mean, just sit here and chat.
That's right.
Because that's all we can do.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
wait. We just saw another SCCC member show up.
Okay.
So, well, fingers crossed, maybe we're getting ready to go here in a second.
Okay. So we might be good to go here. I'm just reminding people, if we see another, you know, about the ad and stuff like that. Looks like UCC is going to check teams and go with that.
Yep.
So perfect.
Yeah, I think we're getting ready to go here, which I am excited for.
It's about to start.
Let's go. Woo woo. Do you have any fun events coming up this week, Zath?
I teach, so no.
Well, I meant ship or streaming wise, but I mean, yeah, no, I teach as well, so I know.
So, I've got tournament number 5 this coming Saturday, actually.
Which tournament?
I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it's a military tournament for servicemen in, I think it's like the U.S. and I don't know if it's all branches or a specific branch against British armed forces. So that's coming up on Friday, or sorry, on Saturday of next weekend, or this coming Saturday. So I'm doing that, and then I go back to my regular Sunday stream, and I think that'll be the last replay stream. This coming a week from today will be the last replay stream of this patch cycle, because I think that the patch will drop that following Wednesday.
Yeah.
Which
I think you're right, because yeah, which sounds about right, because I'm getting mine all finished up there. Looks like we're getting ready to drop on Ocean. Which team do you want to take when we start looking at this here?
Oh, doesn't matter to me. You can pick, sir.
Okay, I'll take the S-Triple-C side.
Sounds good.
We get into this. And let's see, any big surprises as we go in here?
Hold on a sec, if you don't mind. I
Not
usually
at
like
all.
to not talk about the game until like we get into the actual match.
Mhm.
Well, like
Mhm.